2024 September 30th. Daily Bread Passage. 2 Samuel chapter 14 verse 18 to 33. Key verse. Verse 24. Title. Follow Jesus' wisdom each day.
Then the king said to the woman, "Don't keep from me the answer to what I am going to ask you, let my lord the king speak." The woman said. The king asked, "Isn't the hand of Joab with you in all this?" The woman answered, "As surely as you live, my lord the king, no one can turn to the right or to the left from anything my lord the king says. Yes, it was your servant Joab who instructed me to do this and who put all these words into the mouth of your servant. Your servant Joab did this to change the present situation. My lord has wisdom like that of an angel of God, he knows everything that happens in the land." The king said to Joab, "Very well, I will do it. Go, bring back the young man Absalom." Joab fell with his face to the ground to pay him honor, and he blessed the king. Joab said, "Today your servant knows that he has found favor in your eyes, my lord the king, because the king has granted his servant's request." Then Joab went to Geshur and brought Absalom back to Jerusalem. But the king said, "He must go to his own house, he must not see my face." So Absalom went to his own house and did not see the face of the king. In all Israel there was not a man so highly praised for his handsome appearance as Absalom. From the top of his head to the sole of his foot there was no blemish in him. Whenever he cut the hair of his head, he used to cut his hair once a year because it became too heavy for him, he would weigh it, and its weight was 200 shekels by the royal standard. 3 sons and a daughter were born to Absalom. His daughter's name was Tamar, and she became a beautiful woman. Absalom lived 2 years in Jerusalem without seeing the king's face. Then Absalom sent for Joab in order to send him to the king, but Joab refused to come to him. So he sent a second time, but he refused to come. Then he said to his servants, "Look, Joab's field is next to mine, and he has barley there. Go and set it on fire." So Absalom's servants set the field on fire. Then Joab did go to Absalom's house, and he said to him, "Why have your servants set my field on fire?" Absalom said to Joab, "Look, I sent word to you and said, 'Come here so I can send you to the king to ask, why have I come from Geshur? It would be better for me if I were still there. Now then, I want to see the king's face, and if I am guilty of anything, let him put me to death.'" So Joab went to the king and told him this. Then the king summoned Absalom, and he came in and bowed down with his face to the ground before the king. And the king kissed Absalom.
Per the woman's and Joab's wish, King David ordered Joab to bring David's son Absalom back. But on one condition. David said, "He must not see my face." Although David let Absalom return, he did not completely forgive him. He refused to see his son's face and talk to him. This was a dark time in David's history. When David ran from Saul, he always inquired of God and talked with God. But here, there was no deep communication with God. In fact, there was no mention of God at all in the past few chapters. It seems the attitude was, whatever happens, let it happen. When God is taken out, there is only chaos. May we invite God into our lives today. May He lead and guide us. May He give us wisdom, moment by moment. When we follow our God, Jesus our Good Shepherd, He leads us to green pasture and beside quiet waters. If David relied on God in these times, surely, God would have given him abundant wisdom and provision, especially regarding his son. Prayer. Lord, help us to follow you each day. One word. God is our true source of wisdom.